What's up, YouTube fans? Today, we're going to take a look at the Iron Factory Darkness Cygnus, their version of a shattered glass Jetfire. So this was sent to me as a gift, actually, from Dr. Diecast. My favorite character is Jetfire, and he knew that. And I told him I was looking for this. I couldn't find the price I wanted. He was able to find it and send it to me. Thank you so much for this awesome gift. It is a little bit older. It's from about 6 months ago from the date of this video, but still absolutely beautiful. I love Jetfire, and this is no exception. Let's take a look. The nice translucent green here. Purple paint here across the top. Purple paint here. Silver paint here across the wings and the back. Here's the side profile. And here's the back with the boosters. You do get landing gear here. I have them folded out. Basically, they fold in if you want them to. Really, really nice looking. Now, you get a ton of accessories with this guy. So first of all, you get the armor. So you can have this look, which is basically the standard, without the armor. You can have the wings kind of more forward if you want them to. I think it actually looks a little better with it a little bit forward. We can also have it back like this, which is kind of cool. Just reminds me of the original toy, being able to do that. But I think it looks best just a little bit forward. You can get the armor on here. So you get these pieces here. These are painted nicely. It's got the little silver accents for the boosters. These are just going to press fit already on here. They're very tight fit, so getting them off is kind of a trouble. But getting them on is easy. They just fit like that. They look awesome. And the guns here for the side will go onto the what will become the arms in robot mode, but they'll just press fit in here. And getting those off, I'd recommend a spudger or something. Don't try to pull them off and break the plastic. And the last piece here is you can take these, and these will fit on the top here. And I guess you want this silver bit on the outside, so I was putting that on the wrong end. So make sure you put that. They are side specific. But there you go. Oh my goodness, it looks so awesome. So you do have boosters back here. They're painted silver. They do move. You can actually pose those in a direction, so that's cool. Like I mentioned, you can move the wings. I don't think the cockpit opens. Let me make sure. Sometimes these things do open, and then I find out later. Yeah, I don't think the cockpit opens. That's okay. You can open up these, though. So this has a little feature. You open up this little trapdoor here, and that'll allow you to take this and aim that forward as a gun. It has translucent green plastic with silver paint around it. There's what it looks like with one. Obviously, I'd want both. Feature there. Actually, you can just push down on this, and it'll pop this up. It's a little bit easier. And then fold this out, and then close this up. And there you go, Jetfire fully armed, fully locked and loaded. Now, of course, what would Jetfire be without its flight stands? They give you a flight stand. You do have to put it together. So you can take this, and there's a couple different ways you can do it. I mean, it has a lot of different playability, but get it on like this. And then there's two mounting brackets here. So you're going to want this one. And this is going to fit right here. It's nice tight fitment here. And then this is going to go on the bottom of the jet. So you're going to take this, and it's going to fit right on top of his crotch plate here. Just like that. And then we're going to take this and peg it into the flight stand. And there you go. You can aim it whatever direction. That looks really, really good. I love how that turned out. Great display option if you want to have it in flight mode. Looks really good. And for a quick size comparison, there it is next to Roller and the Optimus Prime trailer from New Age. I don't have any other Iron Factory stuff, so nothing to compare to, but it does fit in nicely with this, at least this version of Optimus Prime. Pretty big jet, but looks good. Alright, now let's get this guy transformed into his robot mode. Relatively simple transformation. I actually didn't even need the instructions. You can leave all the armor pieces on. You don't have to take them off. Go to the bottom. Go ahead and close up the landing gear. This front landing gear is actually a gun. So if you unpeg this gun from here, it's actually just pegged in like that. Go ahead and take the nose cone, fold that in, fold that in. This is going to flip up. You can see the head right there. So you're going to hold this panel, and this rest of the chest is going to come down and peg into here. Push the head back, bring this panel down, and then you can bring the head back forward. It should sit straight like that. Let's see, this panel, yeah, this panel should come all the way up to here, and there's a little stopper there, so you know you've reached, the limit. All right, come to the sides here, unpeg the arms from his sides. These are going to flip upwards and peg into the sides, and then the ball is just going to fit inside. Same here, flip upwards, peg in, and then that's going to sit on the sides. Come to the bottom, we're going to open up this panel here, fold out the hands, and peg that back in. Same on this one. Come down to the wings here, fold these upwards. And we're going to fold the wings up. You're going to sit on his back like that. We're going to take this entire panel, unpeg it from the legs. That'll allow you to take this, and this is on a slider. So you can see that. That's going to slide upwards and sit higher up on his back. Go ahead and take the leg pieces here, and his hand fell out. I'll talk about that in a minute. Open up the knees. That'll allow you to pull the legs down and then peg them back in. So they're pegging into this little tab right there. Come to the bottom. We're going to open up this and bring that down on his foot. Open up the foot here to make his toe. Same on this side. Bring down the heel and then open up the toe. And there is Darkness Cygnus in robot mode. I did take the armor off just so I can kind of start him in his base mode here. Here's the back, nice and clean. You can actually even take this off if you want to. You can go all the way down to this, but then he wouldn't be Jetfire. There are two tabs here, so there's two tabs right here and two slots on the back. So you do want those to fit in there. That does kind of hold it in position. But really, really awesome looking robot mode. That purple accents down here, purple across the chest here, and then the purple up here. And the head sculpt is gold with red eyes, and then a purple stripe on the top. You do get a replacement head. So this is on a ball joint. So let's see, can we pop this off? Yeah, you can pop that off the ball joint. And then here's the alternate head, more Jetfire-y. Get that on there. And it's a little tough because this panel likes to move in on you, but there you go. There's the more Jetfire-ish head, or I guess in this case the Shattered Glass Jetfire. And of course it doesn't make sense without his armor, so let's put all that armor back on. I'll just show you how it goes. So these fit this way. And then these actually are going to flip the other direction. So in vehicle mode, they're this way. You're going to come down and face this way. So you do have to flip those around for transformation. Come to the back. These are going to go with the screws on the inside, so make sure you have that mounted the right way. Same on this one. And there he is, fully armed up, ready to go in his Jetfire mode. He does get some alternate hands here, so you can use this gun in the open hands here, the gripping hands. I find this one to be a little bit loose, this gripping hand, but that gun does look nice. It's got some silver detail there, the double barrel gun. This is going to need some kiki or something. But you do get some alternate hands, so this, you get a open expressive hand like that. That looks good. You also get a closed-fisted hand, which is kind of useless to me personally because I like to have the open hands, but here you go for that. And then you get a pointing hand, which only works on his right hand. So you only get one of these. So you can be pointing. So there you go. Now, I think you need to remove these and use the fisted hand, because so you can't rotate this back in due to the sculpt of it. So you do have to have the fisted hands if you want to transform him back into his jet mode. So just be forewarned, before you try to transform it, don't try to shove this in there. All right, now let's go over his articulation. The neck and head are on ball joints, so you have a double ball peg. So head goes back to there on that ball joint. It goes forward to there, and then the head itself can go up and down. So that's nice, and then it rotates around. It's a nice tight joint, nice tolerances. Actually, all the tolerances are pretty well done. Shoulder can go up to here. This is also a double, well, I guess it's a ball peg on a hinge. So it goes, rotates up to there, and then you can get it even higher if you use this joint. Rotates all the way around on that joint. You have a rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets you the full bend. Rotation at the wrist. You have a waist rotation, ab crunch, which is really cool for a Jetfire. Nice movement there for that. For the legs, you have a hip skirt here, and then you have kind of a wonky hip skirt on the back. So the whole thing will lift up, and the leg will go up to here, back to there, out to the side. Interesting way to do the hip skirts on a Jetfire. Your rotation at the thigh, it's on a universal. You have a double jointed knee, gets you the full bend, and some nice little piston work in there. You have an ankle tilt, and the toe can tilt, let's see, forward and backwards, and then the whole thing can tilt forward and backwards. So some nice movement on those ankles. And one little extra feature he has here in robot mode, you can open these up, and you can actually display these guns a little bit different than we saw in the vehicle mode. These can come around and shoot like that, or you can take the whole thing and kind of fold it downwards like that. I think that actually looks best. So you just got to move the wing out a little bit. Same on this side. Fold that out. Close these back up. And now he's got over the shoulder cannons there. That's really cool. You know, I haven't seen that on a lot of Jetfires. It's just a nice little feature to have. And of course you can use the display stand here in robot mode. You take this tab here, that's going to fit right into the slot on the back. It is kind of a tight fit, but you can get him kind of in a flying pose or whatever, but that works pretty well. You can angle it kind of however you want. So there you go. For a size comparison, there it is next to the New Age Optimus Prime. Fits in well, he towers over him and he looks pretty good. Now I don't know if this is really to scale in terms of, you know, how big Jetfire is, but as far as a Legends display concerned, this guy is big enough and looks good. And just for fun, there it is next to the Siege Shattered Glass Jetfire. Some similarities here in the color schemes, but definitely a different design, but cool to see them together. So final thoughts on the Iron Factory Darkness Cygnus. Let's start with the positives. I think it looks really good in both the robot mode and in the jet mode. They did a great job on the sculpt. Now, Iron Factory always does kind of their own thing and applies their own little unique look to their characters, and this is no exception, but I love the way they've done it. They still kept the likeness of the character, but really made some cool additions and made it a fun kind of guy to play with and mess with. I like the armor is able to come on and off, like the arms, legs, and the backpack. All of that can be changed. I like this is kind of a new feature for a Jetfire, having these flip out things. That's just kind of neat to be able to display like that. I like the translucent green. It just looks evil, you know, with the black. Nice contrast. The colors overall are really good. I also think it comes with some good accessories. The flight stand itself works well. The alternate hands, the alternate head here with the different colors, that all looks great. Nice display options there. The only negative I could really come up with here is this hand sits loose in the arm. It's just a fitment issue. Probably needs a little bit of a kiki or something like that, but you can use the other hands. Now, the other thing is you can't transform it with any of these other hands, like the pointing hand or the expressive hand. So you do have to swap these out. So that's a little negative, is, you know, the hands don't fit. But other than that, man, I really like this thing. Of course, I'm partial because I am a Jetfire fan, but this is no exception. This is a great version of Jetfire. Whether you have the original white and red version or the black and purple version, can't go wrong. Great version of Jetfire, especially at the Legend scale. So that's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.